What's up, everybody? What is up? So I haven't done a video in a little bit because number one, I've been kind of sick. So I'm finally feeling good. I'm not feeling anything lingering around. All the kids are cool and good. My husband is fine. So we just been going through this ringer of being sick and not fully coming out of it. It's as soon as we feel like we're touching out of it, we're dipping back in. So we're finally feeling better. We've been doing some deep cleaning, just trying to get the house really clean, sanitized, and all that good stuff. But I'll make another video regarding that because it goes a little bit deep into some other stuff. So what I really want to come on here and talk about, which I'm so late on, is Love and Marriage Huntsville Reunion Part 1. So I had slipped up. I hadn't watched a couple of the last episodes. So I had to catch up on two episodes. And then I was able to go full blown into the reunion. Now I was gonna record myself, which I did start. I was gonna record myself with my live reaction to watching the reunion, but it just wasn't going right. I was just you know what? I was tired of pausing and giving my reaction and whatever. So I was no, I just want to fully watch it without pausing, and then I just take notes, and then I just go ahead and do a video. And by the way, real quick, if you hear snoring, that's my husband. He is all the way upstairs, all the way in our room. So if you hear him, he just loud. I'm sorry. Yeah, so let's go ahead and let's jump into it because it's gonna be a lengthy video, but I'm gonna ask y'all to please stay with me to the very end if you can. All right, so let's first start out. It first opened up with everybody pretty much touching down, making it to the studio so they can start to get their hair and makeup done and get dressed. And then Carlos was we find out actually, so Carlos King, who is the producer of the show, he actually came, he, met everybody, went to go say hi to everybody, just to show his face or whatever, because they didn't do a reunion last year. So they got a reunion going on finally this year, which I think everybody kind of been waiting on because it's been so much that it transpired that we really want to see how everybody really feeling about stuff. You know what I'm saying? So again, Carlos greets everybody, which I loved everybody's reaction to him. You could kind of tell that they got pretty much a really good relationship with him. I feel like Martell was a little bit, hey, Carlos, blah, 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 but pretty much everybody else was cool. Everybody else is fine. And then, everybody finds out that Carlos is the host. And when they find that out, I feel like everybody pretty much was excited except for Martell. He didn't look too excited. And for some reason, Tisha and Marcel gave a weird kind of reaction. So I don't know what that was about, but they gave a weird reaction. So I don't know. So they start coming out and we start seeing everybody outfits. Melody looked really, really nice, which she always pretty much looks nice. Kimmy looks good. I love Kimmy. Carlos looked doggone good. He had on him a turquoise suit. He had on a turquoise suit, but he looked really nice. He looked clean, crisp. I liked it. I think pretty much all the guys really looked nice. Everybody looked nice except for Tisha. I was so disappointed at how Tisha was looking. I don't know if it was her stylist. I don't know if she chose the look. I don't know if it was her hair that was throwing off the dress. I don't know. Tisha just looked kind of I don't know. She just didn't look, she wasn't looking reunion-ish. I don't know what was happening with Tisha. Okay. So, yeah, they skip on and they start and they kind of really dive in. So they were asking Melody and Martell, would they still be married if not for the show? Martell said yes and Melody said no. When Melody said no, honestly, I didn't believe her. And I'm going to tell you why. I feel like Melody only divorced Martell because she was on television now living this, you know, pretty much life that she was living privately, with him cheating and her knowing and all of this. And I feel like the pressures of social media and, you know, everybody else pretty much telling him like, girl, you need to leave him, girl, you need to this, and the third. That's my honest opinion. I honestly don't believe that if they were not on this show, I feel like Melody would have still been enduring all of that cheating that he was doing, and they would have just kept going. Like, that's just what I truly feel. So I honestly believe Martell in this moment. I don't believe Melody on that one. They were talking about the name of the show, like it being Love and Marriage Huntsville, and Marceau didn't like the name because I guess they really didn't know. They thought the show was pretty much, I guess, was going to be about more so focusing on, you know, their businesses, like growing businesses and stuff like that in Huntsville. And when they heard the name Love and Marriage Huntsville, it kind of was like, okay, this finna be something totally different, you know, and which it does. They do talk about their businesses, but of course, you know, the drama always trumps everything because people look for drama. Like, people love, you know, to watch drama on television. People love to watch everybody else drama but their own. So that's pretty much what Marcel was saying. He was like not really feeling that the title of the show. So they started talking about social media saying that the show went from sugar to shit. I don't really agree that it went from sugar to shit. I still think it's really I think it's still a good show. I do think, and to me, I feel like it actually got better because you actually, when you look at what's going on now and you know that things were happening behind closed doors, it makes you say like, okay, so at the beginning, was y'all lying and trying to put on, you know what I'm saying? Like, versus being like authentic and just living in what's happening. Like, they was trying to really cover and mask what was really going on. So I don't think it went from sugar to shit. I think it's getting better. I do think that they can talk more about the businesses, of course. But again, like, you're gonna, especially with it being husband and wife couples, like, you're going to have some messiness involved in it. It's going to be love mixed in with the business. It's going to be the mess, you know, of the relationship, you know, mixed in with the business. So, I mean, it's kind of going hand in hand, honestly. So, no, I don't think it's going to crap. I still think it's a pretty good show. They started going into the whole conversation and the timeline about Kimmy being a side chick. Martell said he heard it from Marceau. So, and I just be feeling like when Martell feels that he is 100% right, like he, you know, like the flame is off of him, you know, he just be like, no, so you didn't tell me, so you didn't, you know, just like getting so riled up. And it's like, calm down. Okay, you say Marceau told you, fine. Let Marceau explain what that means. Like, did you tell him? Marceau was trying to say that he said it in a joking way. He was trying to say that, oh, it was so far-fetched from your character that it was laughable. And it's just like, he has to stop with that. Like, he do that with Tisha, where, you know, if somebody, if it was you asking me for you, I'll tell you if I was, you know, had another baby. But you're asking for somebody, and it's just like, stop with the riddles. Like, stop with the riddles, stop with the games. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you know Kimmy is not the type of person, then that shouldn't even be crossing your mind to even be joking about or anything like that. So I was just like, come on, Marceau. Like, you said it, you said it. If you thought it, you thought it. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of, people can tell us stuff all day. But in the back of our minds, if we kind of be like, it just don't, you know, seem right to me, just be honest. Like, look, you know, I thought personally, like, maybe something did kind of cross or whatever, you know, but he was like, you know, he used that as an excuse, so we gonna roll with it. But Kimmy cleared it all the way up. And I feel like Maurice cleared it up too. He made it very clear, like, you know, Kyle did something in their marriage that it was unforgivable. And he left. And when he left, he never returned. He also moved from where they were living and moved out of state somewhere else. And during the period of time that he left and before he met Kimmy, apparently, I think it was about a year or so like that, he was being busy. He was freaking on this girl, freaking on that girl. As you see on the show, he said, I had 6 women at one time, which, baby, I don't know what that's like. I don't know what that's like. But 6 women at once, I don't know what y'all all can do at the same time, but I hear you. He said he had 6. And so Kimmy was like, he was sowing his wild oats. Like, I didn't even know his name. I didn't know anything about him. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want, you know, I didn't know him at the time. So, you know, I really do believe that Kimmy and Maurice are telling the truth. I don't believe that she was a side chick. I don't believe that she had anything to do with him and Kiowa divorcing or any problems in their marriage. I just don't. I don't believe it. So, you know, that they could just move on from. And I just feel like Kimmy grown woman about it. Like and then also, like, even though she knew she was going to come on the reunion and have to talk about it, she also let Kiowa know, like, this is some stuff that's going to come up because she just don't want old feelings to be rehashed. Now, she did make a comment, and I kind of believe her about this, where she said that she thinks the problem that Kiowa had with her is that Maurice was, you know, after he left her, he was freaking on this girl and that girl, and he was going here and there. But at Kimmy, when he got to Kimmy, he stopped. He stopped and he settled down. He married Kimmy. And a lot of times you do see that, like, women get upset. You know, they be okay when a man is, like, you know, jumping from this one to that one to this one. But the moment that he looks like he's settling down with somebody and it's getting for real and serious, they start to have a problem because they like, oh, no. Well, what's so special about her that, you know what I'm saying, you didn't want to do it with me? Or, you know, stuff like that. So I honestly believe Kimmy on that. And it's like, yes, Kiowa is married to a whole nother man, but understand that she wanted to stay married to Maurice. So she had a chip on her shoulder. She did. And I still think she's kind of coming out. I was going to make a joke about my uncle's on it. She had a chip on her shoulder till she ate it. I'm going to let that go because I just be having stuff in my head. But anywho, I do think that she had a chip on her shoulder, and it's slowly coming off because it's like you're not gonna have Maurice anymore. Once you realize that you will no longer have this person that you desire, you kind of got to eat it up and you kind of got to just get over it. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. But Kimmy, she set that straight. She set the timeline straight. I believe her, and then I think they could just move on. Carlos asked Martell, do he think he's a cheater? This fool said no. Now, I don't know what his definition of cheating means. I really don't. But, sir, you're a cheater, okay? You cheated on your wife. You was married. You got with another woman. Then you got the girl pregnant. So, you a cheater, sir. And I just feel like it's just his way of denying a lot of things. Like, just denying and just not wanting to face what he's really done. He keeps saying that he's facing it, but then when somebody asks you a question like this, it's like, yes, you're a cheater. Like, you cheated. You were a cheater. Like, are you trying to say that you're not like a cheater as far as if you get in any other, I don't know. I ain't even finna try to help him out. I don't know. Okay. So, during the pandemic, this is what I guess the camel that broke the, what is it? The straw that broke the camel back? The straw that broke the camel back. This is the straw that broke the camel back for Melody, she said. During the pandemic, Martell was leaving the house for hours. And then he said he was going to the gym. So, we all know at the beginning of the pandemic, nobody knew what was going on. Like, everything started to shut down. Nobody was supposed to go anywhere. Kids weren't supposed to go to school. We weren't supposed to go to work. We weren't supposed to do anything but, and I think the grocery stores were the only thing that was open, if I'm not mistaken. And even then, they were closing early because they wasn't staying open so late. So, Melody just had a baby, and in the middle of a pandemic, at the beginning of a pandemic, excuse me, you're saying that you're going to the gym. sir, you're not going to the gym. You're not going to the gym. You're going somewhere else. And she already knew where you were going because she remembered what she was getting. She knew you were cheating. She knew you were cheating. And, you know, to Melody, that's just it. She like, you gonna go outside our house in the middle of a damn pandemic. And Carlos, baby, the way Carlos snapped with this breakdown of this pandemic and the fact that you left your house endangering your wife and children to go fulfill a need that you just felt could not, you know what I'm saying, go undone. Like, it was just like, and then you gonna sit here and try to play on everybody's intelligence talking about your ass going to the gym. You weren't going to no fucking gym. You just wasn't. The fact that Carlos was like, okay, so you were going to the gym. When is your son's birthday? He asked Martell when his son's birthday was, his fifth child with the other woman. Martell doesn't want to answer. You want to know why? Because his birthday is going to show that he was out doing what the hell he said he wasn't doing. When he said he was lifting weights at the gym, getting it crap. No, he wasn't. He was lifting ass cheeks. That's what Martell was doing. He was lifting ass cheeks. And it's just like, at this point, what's the point of keep lying? You're already done. You're divorced. Your son is here. I don't know if you're dating his mother or whatever, but the deed is done already. So what's the purpose of you constantly holding on to little nuggets like we don't know what's going on? He was born out of you leaving your home during a pandemic. Just, I mean, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, own it. Just own it. You didn't care that you were leaving the house. You didn't care that you was going to go do what you're doing. So why is it that you want to hide about his birthday? Melody said that she felt that Martell was just learning to be a better cheater, which is why she left. And it wasn't the baby. She said it had zero to do with the fifth baby. It had everything to do with the fact that Martell had conversations with older men, and those older men were pretty much trying to tell him how he should be able to keep his wife pretty much happy and have his outside relationship on the side. And so she felt like that he was mastering trying to become like he was mastering being a cheater. And I can understand that. I definitely can understand that. Because it's like, you tell me you're sorry, you tell me you won't do it again, but then you have the audacity to sit there and tell me what some older guys said about how you should go. It's just not. He needs some help. He needs some help, or he just need not to be in a relationship with anybody, and you can do whatever you want to do. But if you have it that way, it's like the thrill gone. And I think that's what it is. It's the thrill. It's the thrill of, oh, I'm doing something that I'm not supposed to do. Oh my God, I'm getting something that I'm not supposed to have. Like, you know, so it's like you can't win for losing with shit like that with men like him. Melody started to talk about how she first knew Martell was cheating. She was saying that a girl had called this phone one time, and she kept calling, and when Melody would pick up, she would not answer. She wouldn't say anything. And so finally, the girl on the other end said, "I called his phone, not yours, baby." And then she said, Melody said that she started calling Martell to come get the phone, and he wouldn't come get the phone for nothing in the world. This is two things. Number one, the other woman at this point, she doesn't care. She doesn't care anymore. She doesn't want to hide anymore. She wants more from him, right? Because why else would she, you know, so boldly be like, I ain't call you, I called him. You know what I'm saying? She wants more from him at this point. And then to me, it looked like, okay, Martell knew what was going on that phone. He didn't come get that phone because Martell wanted to get caught. He probably was tired of sneaking around. He probably was tired of hiding everything. And just at this point, he like, hell, it's out there now. Like, you know, so that's pretty much what it was. And honestly, he did get away with it. He got away with it for, what she say, 5-6 years? He got away with that for a very long time. So I always tell people, like, when you, especially, like, you know, my ladies, like, when you take a man back from cheating on you, this is just me personally. You take him back from cheating on you, you open the floodgates for him to continuously to do it again. I have not met one person or one girl that said, you know, or that I knew about their guy cheating on them and they took him back and they didn't do it again. It happens every time. And then the ones who do it multiple times, let them get a baby out of that situation and you take them back after that baby, you might as well hang it up, baby. You might as well hang it up. Because at this point, you have allowed them, they have brought home, you know, they have done the worst thing that they could ever do to you already. They cheated. And then number two, they brought home a baby and you took them back after that. It ain't nothing that they could do to make you leave them at this point. It's just not. And they know it, so they're going to continue to do whatever they want to do because they ain't felt no consequences. They ain't felt no consequences. Shit, I cheated. Damn. You know, I'm sorry, baby, I'm back. You know, he back with you. Damn, I cheated again. Damn, I cheated again. At this point now, you numb, so you just letting them do it. You know what I'm saying? As long as you don't find out about it. You always hear this. She better not call my phone. I better not hit nothing about it. As long as I don't see it, you know, this and the third. Then they have a baby. You mad for a second, but then you take that baby and baby, you have accepted everything this man about to give to you. Everything he about to give to you, you accepted it and you okayed it. You put your stamp of approval on it. And that's the honest to God truth. That's the honest to God truth. Then they started talking about, I guess, when all of that had went down the very first time when she found out about Martell cheating, that she left the house very upset. She was, I guess they were at the house kind of screaming, hollering, arguing. And Marceau called Martell and he heard the commotion. He was trying to get them to, you know, kind of stop. So then he called Melody. Melody left and then Melody and Marceau ended up meeting up. Melody and Marceau met up. I guess he was trying to, like, you know, talk Melody down. And then he said, you know, let's go get a couple of drinks or something and talk about it. Nothing sexual, nothing trying to make a pass at her. And for some reason, Martell made it that it was inappropriate for Marceau to invite her to have drinks. First of all, it wasn't that he called her, hey, Melody, let's go have some drinks. No, y'all was in the house getting it in over you cheating. And y'all friend, not just your friend, y'all's friend tried to talk her down. And in the midst of that said, you know, let's go ahead and just get some drinks and talk, you know, while we talking or whatever. That's it. It was nothing more, nothing less. Like, don't do that. And he talking about he tried to say Marceau apologized. Marceau said, I ain't apologize for nothing. He said, you apologize. I didn't apologize for anything. So it's just like Martell with that situation, he needs to stop. And then Melody made sure she cleared that shit up too. Like, this was not that. She said Marceau has never, ever tried to make a pass at me. Never. And I like that about, I like that about Melody. She stood firm on it. And Marceau did too. He like, man, this wasn't that. Now this is where, so let me tell you, this is the part that I was waiting on, because Martell always makes this comment that Melody cheated too. Melody cheated too. You did it too. You was doing it too. So now we trying to figure out, Carlos was like, all right, what's going on? Like, so Melody, is there any time during the time y'all were legally married, you know what I'm saying, that you were with another man? So Melody made this in 2017. She said her and Martell, I guess this is back when she kind of found out about the whole situation. Let me put my glasses on. When she found out about the whole situation with him and the other woman, and she said she left. She moved out. She got an apartment, and during that time, She was not sleeping with Martell. She wasn't doing any of that. Yes, she was legally married, but she was not living there. And during that time, she met someone, and her and that person. Now, this is the part that got a little murky with Melody, because Martell said Melody told him that she gave the guy fellatio. Now, why would she tell him that? I don't know. Maybe they was having a moment of transparency before they got back together after she had moved out. I don't know. But anywho, they asked Melody, did she give another man fellatio? And this girl said she didn't remember. And so I was like, wait, Melody, why you don't remember if you know what I'm saying? Why you don't remember if you spoken to somebody, Mike, girl? That's something you don't forget. I don't give a shit. I don't give a damn if it was small, big, medium, sideways, curved around the corner. Baby, you got to remember that. If you remember somebody you dated, you're going to remember if that's all y'all had did. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could say if it was like a full-on sexual act, like we was having sex, we was doing this, that, and third. Maybe you didn't know if you know what I'm saying? Maybe I did it. I might have, sure. We was in there, but she trying to say that she says he only performed oral sex on her. So she remember him giving her oral sex, but she don't remember giving him oral sex. That I felt like was like, even Carlos told her, like, girl, you will remember if somebody, if you know what I'm saying? Like, I do feel like that's something that you will remember. Like, you know, so I feel like Melanie was a little, she was trying to say her little reputation on there, girl. But, okay. The next, let's see, we almost done. Okay, yeah, Melody didn't remember giving, oh, Lord, I put Melody don't remember giving head. Lord, y'all, my notes, oh, my goodness. Okay, Carlos asked if Martell met the other woman. If he met, so he, okay, wait. So he said, it must be something that keeps drawing you back to this other woman, because the nature of the conversation was like, you know, it's not that it was, I think that really bothered Melody. Remember how we was talking about with Kiowa, like with her, you know, kind of being upset that, you know what I'm saying, with Kimmy, he stopped at Kimmy. It's like with Martell, you know, maybe if it was just this woman, that woman, this woman, that woman, you know, okay, this thing got a cheating problem, maybe, you know, but the fact that it was this one woman is really, I think, the thing that's like, was eating it up. Like, what is drawing you back to this woman? So he was like, he asked, was it just sexual, or did y'all pretty much vibe? Like, was y'all vibing? And Martell's like, no, like, it's a vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a vibe and it's sexual, because I just can't see, I mean, I can't see you want to tear up your whole entire marriage over some head. Like, he keeps saying it's the fact that Melody wasn't giving him head. Like, so you ready to tell up your whole relationship over your wife not giving you head? I think that's what made him creep outside to say, you know what I'm saying, damn, let me get somebody to do this, you know, maybe. Okay, that's the initial creep out. But then, okay, back to it. My camera actually is like overheating, I think, from the ring light. But anyway, so, you know, it's the fact that you stopped at this one woman and you kept going back to her, and it's just like, you know, what is it? So Carlos is like, do you feel if you had met the other woman, I was about to say her name, the other woman before you met Melody, would you and her be married and not you and Melody? When I tell y'all, you could hear a rat piss on that carpet. It was the silence for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just the silence for me. And it was just so cringy. Like, when I watch shows, oh my God, I hate when I either get embarrassed for people or like, it was so cringy, y'all. Like, he just was like, like that told you already. You know what I'm saying? If you knew for a fact that Melody was a woman you was gonna marry, you would have been like, no, like, no, it wouldn't have been. No, I love my wife. Like, that's the person who I knew I wanted to share my life with, blah, blah, blah. If you knew, you knew. You know what I'm saying? But that silence, y'all, was like, damn. Like, damn. Is my glasses crooked? Yeah, they look crooked. But the silence was like, damn, Martell, like, come on. I mean, the woman already embarrassed from the cheating for so long. Then it come on TV. Then for you to pretty much sit here and not even say, like, that you would have married your side piece if you hadn't met her first. Damn. I was like, ugh. And pretty much, I mean, it just kind of wrapped up off of that. And that was the part 1, y'all. And part 2 comes on tomorrow, because right now it's Saturday at 11:58 and I'm doing this. It's just been taking me a while to get on here. Like I said, I've been sick and it's just been a whole lot. But yeah, that's what it was. I'm ready to see part 2 tomorrow. I don't know if part 2 is the one that's going to feature Lou and Tiffany or not, but it seems like Lou and Marceau is going to have some words. The fact that Carlos brings up that people were positioning trying to get Tiffany fired. I'm just ready to see all of that, because it was a lot happening with Lou and them. Like, up front in everybody's faces, they seem like they want to be friends and work things out, but behind closed doors, it was a little bit different. Like, the energy was different, the attitude was different, the responses was different. So yeah, that's all I got for y'all on this part of the reunion. And I will see y'all again. Hopefully I'll get the next one done much faster. So we probably gonna have that one up about next Saturday, and then I'm gonna try to have this one up for y'all tomorrow on Sunday, December 12th, before the new one comes on. So let's see if we can do that. And I want to just go ahead and give a shout out to my mommy, because today is her birthday, December 11th. So happy birthday, mommy. I love you, and I see everybody soon. Bye.